Hello everyone. Today I'll make a video. It's something I remembered because the reason why I make these videos is because things come up during the day that I wish I could tell people in person. So I guess these videos can be for all the people who want to talk to me but I can't. These are the things I would say. So if you're interested in talking to me in person, you should watch my videos and see what I'm saying. But I wanted to make a video today about how to appreciate life because it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. No one really knows what's going on, and no one really knows what to do in terms of being happy or not being happy if that's their goal. But to appreciate life, there's actually a specific thing that you need to know. And the reason why I figured this out is because one day I was young and I was thinking about how do I appreciate life? I was thinking for the answer, and the answer came to me. And the answer is you actually have to pretend that you're the one who made the creation in front of you, okay? So that's how it starts off. You pretend. You pretend, like, let's say you have a really good piece of music. Like, let's say I could put something on here. Like, Freedom Dive. Like, listen to this music. How complex it is, right? See? So, it's complex. But the way you appreciate it is by doing what I said, which is to, in every moment really, is to pretend you're the one who made that thing. Like, you have to pretend to be like you were sitting there. No, not pretend like you're the person. That's not what I said. I said pretend that you're the one who's gonna make that music, and you have to figure out in your head how those notes came about. And that's exactly how you appreciate life. Meaning, like, if you're sad and you've experienced death over and over again, there's things to realize in life that make you happier, and there really is. There's things. But the one way to appreciate art or to be happy is to embody what you're seeing. Like, so you could do with anything, any piece of music. Like, if you go about the steps of thinking about how you yourself could have made a piece of art that you know about, like, you can even do a picture. Like, right now I'm working on this video. I could show you my video. Like, these are pictures and music together.
Lucas, dude. Oh, he lives. Hey, dude.
Jolie? What if you stay this time? Why, Joel?
See, so imagine you made those strokes or those animations or those characters even. Imagine you're the one who made them. That's the fun of life. Like, you have yourself, the ego, and then you have other people who are around you. And then everyone's creating yourself. And then when you see someone else's creation, you have to do the Vesica Pisces, which is the Venn diagram. The Venn diagram, which shows you that how the person who made a piece of art that you like, how the steps came about. That's how it works. So that's how you appreciate life, is by non-judging. someone's art, meaning, and then art is just being redundant. You're talking about their body, what they've done with their body, and what they can do with their mind. So the way to appreciate art and life is to realize that, and I've said it a couple times now, and people still don't get what I'm saying. That's why life is deep, because it takes time for people to learn. You need to pretend you're the person who made it, and it gets complex because if you know how they look already, then you would have assumptions based on how they look. But if you don't know how these people look, the creations that they make seem really big and like ambience. So if you're someone who's gone through death or suffering right now in life, and you need some help figuring out what to do in your life, you should realize that when you see a piece of artwork, it's okay to look at it and see the steps, how it came out. You know, like, let's do a song like you'd hear on the radio, like, that's what I liked, right? Like, you used to hear that on the radio all the time. So, like, let's say you were sitting there. It's the same. That's what's so cool about in life. You're realizing that you're sitting there, and you're doing the same exact thing that everyone else is doing, like in that space. That's what you realize, is that the people in these spaces, they're doing the same exact thing that you could do if you had information that they had, you know? And that's just the truth of it. It's the truth. Like, we have the person making... So Bruno Mars was sitting in his room. That's the exact space that he creates from. So, like, it should tell you that you have the potential to do the same thing. That's what it should tell you. Not get all sad about it and go kill yourself. Like, no, you don't do that shit. You have to get up and go to school, you know? So Bruno Mars, like, he did all these dance moves. He put the animations. He put all the pictures and shit. And that's all in his head. But imagine if you did it, you know, like... See, imagine if you could do it, and you can do it if you realize that truth, that the space that he's making that video from is the same space that other people do what other things from. You have to realize that. And when you realize that, then you can start to see that you can actually emulate people's... not emulate, but you can learn from people how they create and add it to your creations. So, what's another good example? Like Gus Johnson, right? Like, this one's pretty funny, right?
Oh, hold up there, Buster. Oh, hey, couldn't help but notice you're trespassing on my land. Sorry, I was just hiking through it. Didn't know this was private property. Best get to stepping, son. I could just get off if you need me to. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. You're doing a lot of yammering, but unbeknownst to you, you're speaking your final words. You don't need to brandish that weapon. I'm not gonna hurt you. Well, sounds to me like we got a bit of a smart ass on our hands. You're ejecting a lot of shells there. Yup. You're not gonna have any left to shoot me. What'd you just say to me? It's like the 12th shell. You little shit. You already got one in the chamber. I've seen like 36 shells go through that gun. Don't need them. Do you have any left in there? All right. I've had it up to here.
So, imagine you were in that space and you were just like chilling in space, and then you're like, what do I do? How am I gonna be funny? You know, how am I gonna make a funny video? Something people will like. And those are the steps. Those are the exact steps people take to make these videos. These huge 18 billion view videos that people like, is that they go through the motions of what people would want to see, you know, from them. Like, specifically, like, so you need to understand that you can learn from people's creations, is what I'm saying. And like, the main thing in life is to do that. You see, if you were by yourself all the time, it would be extremely boring. But the fact that you can go out and go see people and change your perspective and do all this stuff is the main part of life that's fun, you know, like. So, if you're having trouble, in conclusion, if you're having trouble seeing out of the suffering of life, which means that you're just suffering all the time, you're sad, and you're hurting, you got to realize that the flip side is to learn something new. It's something new. It's new every moment. There's new things popping up all the time, and like, you got to realize that if you start trying to imagine how you yourself could make these things that you like to see on TV and in videos and music, even musical instruments, people who play musical instruments, if you want to be good at like trumpet and like you hear that trumpet going like wah, wah, like you can do that if you just watch these trumpet videos and do the practice, you know, like. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching.